The Other Side of the Story, Fairy Tales with a Twist. This book has 5 different stories in it. In this video, we will be reading about The Little Mermaid. Of course, you think the prince was a lousy, no-good guy for breaking the Little Mermaid's heart. You never heard his side of the story. Turn the page and let the prince tell you himself. No kidding, mermaids are a joke. The story of the Little Mermaid as told by the prince. Written by Nancy Lowen and illustrated by Amit Tayal. Are mermaids real? A little while ago, I would have said no way. Sea creatures with people faces and people arms, but great big fish tails instead of legs? That's nuts. Then I met this girl. My name is Prince Alec. I'll admit, I'm sort of a practical joker. If you're looking for someone to put chili powder in the toothpaste or to glue coins to sidewalks, I'm your guy. But back to the girl. I found her on the shore one morning, just lying there. She was wiggling her toes as if she'd never seen them before. She couldn't talk, but she drew pictures in the sand. They were pretty wild. She drew a merman king on a throne, and a mean-looking sea witch, and a mermaid drinking a potion, and then she drew the same mermaid girl with human legs. I was a little suspicious. Here's why. Not long ago, I had a birthday party on my dad's ship. That night, a terrible storm came up and the ship broke apart. Everyone else got on a lifeboat, but the wind tossed me into the water. I had this weird dream that someone carried me through the water. Someone with long flowing hair and a tail. Or was it a dream? I woke up the next morning on a distant beach. I didn't know how I'd gotten there. Anyway, I made the mistake of telling my buddies. They've been teasing me ever since. I can't go for a swim without someone tossing a doll in the water. I have to check my oatmeal for fish scales. Did Dave put you up to this? I asked the girl. Or Jimmy? I bet it was Jimmy. She looked confused. Since I didn't know the girl's name, I called her Marlena, after the marlin, which is a big fish. Get it? The problem was, I didn't know if I was dealing with a big fish tail or a big fish tail. I sure liked her, though. Everyone liked Marlena. She was great at charades, she could teach kids to swim and dive in no time, and she blew us away at the local dance contest. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that my buddies were playing a trick on me, especially when they said things like, "Your girlfriend's quite a catch," or "Alec and Marlena swimming in the sea, Kissing." So I came up with a test. Remember my birthday party, when I washed up on that beach? A girl from a nearby school had helped me out. She'd let me use her cell phone to call home. Her name was Kim. I texted her. "Want to be on TV? Be famous? Got a deal for you." I took Kim along to royal events. I drew hearts around her name in the sand. I wrote letters to her on fancy paper and sealed them with a kiss. I sighed a lot and got really good at making goo-goo eyes. I still hung out with Marlena, but I made it clear we were just friends. "What a pal," I told her. One day I made an announcement. "Kim and I are getting married." My parents were thrilled. "See, honey," my mom said to my dad, "I told you he'd grow up sooner or later." This is what I expected to happen. As soon as I was married, my friends and Marlena would admit that the mermaid thing was a joke. Then I would admit that I wasn't really married. The wedding was a fake. We'd have a good laugh and life would go on as usual. Or it would once my parents got over being mad. This is what actually happened. I got fake married. My friends gave me a nose-shaped pencil sharpener and a case of chattering teeth as wedding gifts. Marlena disappeared. After the fake wedding dance, for a split second, I thought I saw Marlena's face bobbing in the sea far away. But when I blinked and looked again, all I saw was a bit of sea foam. So you tell me, are mermaids real? Don't tell anyone I said this, but My hunch is that they are. After listening to the prince's side of the story, if Marlena told the story instead of the prince, what details might she tell differently? What if Kim told the story from her point of view? Make sure to check out the other stories from this book on my channel as well, and the links will be in the description box.